Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, we are back and I have about an hour left, so let's turn the volume down for me. Let's get going a bit more. We are gonna move along. We're not gonna fight any enemy encounters here, let's get going to our next section of the game, which is the Liligue City. So in the last episode we had been attacked by a beast man called Marek. We've learned that Rito's brother Melphis is alive and he is evil. And we've learned that to cross the Granacliffs, which is a giant fissure in the middle of the earth, we have to get onto a airship of some kind which has made port in this city right here. So yeah. Now, fun fact, when I was a kid and I'd finally beaten Marek for the first time, I kept on going to this city, and I swear I had a dream about the city before when I was a kid. And I had a dream of it before I beat Marek, which took me about, I'd say about 2 weeks. Because I was about 10, I think, about 8, 9 or 10 when I played this game for the first time. And I was dumb, alright, it took me ages to beat Marek. And I had a dream the night before about sort of this style of city. I don't know how, because I'd never seen this city before in my life. And then I beat Marek, I got to the city, I was like, hey, it's the thing from my dreams. So, yeah. But we're here, and we have a job to do, and that is to get onto the airship. But the locals, they don't like this town very much. Yeah, they don't let people on the Skyway, and yet it was active just the day before. But only for the private use of Gadan, who we will be seeing later on. So they're off, and they will most likely end up in Aegir Town or Cabo, but we are gonna go. Oh god, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go and work out how to get the. Okay, never mind. We're going to an inn apparently. I guess Elena's making our choice for us. And yeah, Rowan's like, well, this gives us a good opportunity to sample the local delicacy. You know what I want to sample? The weaponry. Give me steel, good sir. A samurai blade. You have to be a bit more specific than that. There's plenty of samurai blades. But are there any ways of getting back the SP yet? Doesn't look like it. Nope. And here's the cuckoo berries. That's what Elena got very drunk off of a few episodes ago. But let's get the Udo the Samurai Blade, I think. Keep the damage up, and I think oh yeah, I can do that, and it just goes back and forth. Right, let's get some of these, I think. Let's buy 5, 10. There we go. Let's buy it of that. Let's sell the army saber. That could be useful. Sell that. Sell that. And sell the pumps. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And keep hold of... Is this temporary? This looks temporary. We'll keep hold of it for now. Yeah, what's that do? Awaken sleeping characters. Again, we could have used that earlier on, but we did not. In that case, let's get Ryudo plate mail, I think would be useful. And I'm hoping we can equip the quilted silk onto you. And you can get the chain mail. There we go. So, yeah, like I said, we're going to stack all of the good stuff onto Ryudo. And Elena is going to get this. Give you the rune necklace, why not? And then Ryudo has the Jade Charm. And I think what we want to do is stack defense on Ryudo so we can tank a bit better. And we can't really get anything right now. I suppose we can upgrade. Oh no, we can't upgrade that. Let's see what we can do with the book. We can give Ryudo more health, which I think we might do. More strength maybe, or more speed. I think more speed trivializes things too much. Let's go with more health. I don't want to trivialize the game too much. The drama comes in the damage I have to deal with. And whether or not I'm going to survive the fight. Let's save, because I haven't saved since before Marrig. And there we go. Recover. And spend the night. So, yeah, Robin's very excited to try the Aram route. Will it be all he's cracked up to be? Nope. It is not cracked up to be at all. Hell, we should probably get Gordon Ramsay in here. Be funny, just hear it, just have eating, or you just hear it's like in the kitchen. Oi, you, come here! Come here, you donkey! No, we're not doing that. But so yeah, the food in this town is so bad that they just want to get out. And I believe we have, yep, reached the end of the conversation. And Ryudo has the plan to go and get in good with Gadan. However, will that work? We'll find out in about 10 to 20 minutes time. But there we go. That's all sorted. There's no treasure chests in there. One day I'll be granted secret treasure chests. But until then... Oh no, it's a little boy. What are we going to do? Why have we got to walk up to him? Son. What a name. What a name. 10 out of 10 character right there. When we get to the end of this playthrough, and people inevitably ask who my favourite character in Grandia II is, I'm going to say it's Son. He truly has that main character energy down to a T. I mean, look at him. There we go, that's good motivation right there, that's a good want. He's hungry, but what's he need? What does Son need to accomplish their goals? Oh my god, an apple. And he's run away. And oh my god, someone just appeared out of nowhere. And so the plot thickens. So in this town there appears to be some sort of issue. So people cannot eat normal food, and they can only eat the arum root, which is not very nice at all. And so, yeah, they're not very happy about that. Because it just leaves them starving, because they can't eat anything that's actually properly edible. So, basically, the entire town is starving. And it's causing stress on all the families and everyone who lives here, and they all just want to go. So things are quite dire, but we need to work out what exactly is going on. So, something strange happened 10 days prior. Food has lost all its value, and they can't eat anything but something that's tasteless and not filling. So, the town is quite literally starving. And all roads point to Gadan, who we need to get in good with at some point. And I believe now's the time. What does the boy want? Oh, I feel bad for this kid. Jesus. Alright, let's get out. Let's go and talk to Gadan and see if we can work out how to resolve the issue. Yeah, it's this way I want to go, isn't it? I can't put the compass onto it. Let's find Gadan. I don't know where he is, but no, we can't go there if we wanted to. Where's the mansion then? Liligue House 4. Liligue House 2. I mean, none of these look mansion-like. This does not look mansion-like at all, but I guess that's the best we're going to get in this town. Let's see what Gadan wants. And oh my god, he's got all the food to himself, the greedy bastard. Right. Knock, knock, fat boy. Okay, I want to get this cutscene done before the ASMR comes into play. There's one thing I can't stand, it's a mukbang. Yeah, I mean, I had about 3,000 earlier. But yeah. So yeah, Elena is saying, I'm sure you're all thinking right now, how can this guy be eating but no one else is? But Ryudo very much just wants to get out of town. Elena, on the other hand, very clearly pointing out the hypocrisy here. This guy is the mayor of the town, he eats good while everyone else eats shit. And you can even see on the picture there on the right, there's a younger Gadan with a skyway, which I find quite interesting. I do like the attention to detail there that they added that in. So it sort of gives the impression that Gadan wasn't always this much of a dickhead, but now he is. So yeah, I sort it gives the impression that Gadan is the one that invented the skyway, but clearly he is very past his prime. But we're only here to conduct business. Business we shall conduct. So where to next? Game, do tell me. I love Sky's response. Why don't we just waste him? Yeah, that is the best strategy we could have done. Just walk in there right now, give him some steel, and then that's it. Yeah, like you can even tell right now, Ryudo's like, what is that? I've never seen that before in my life. But yeah, you can even see, even after like 3 hours of gameplay, Ryudo's already changing up a little bit. He's softened up slightly, and he'll continue to do so as the game progresses. But we are going to go to church and talk to yet another blue-haired priest. Now, when I was a kid, I was stupid and thought this is actually Elena's dad. Truth be told, we don't ever meet her father. I don't think we ever find out who her dad is. Another person I thought it was the priest at the beginning, but his daughter is Tessa, who dies in their tower. So Elena's heritage is very much up in the air. We don't know about that, but it's not that important anyway. We know of Rowan and Ryudo's backstory, we'll find that out later on. But Elena's doesn't really come into play. Yeah, my theory is correct. Gadan was once good, and now he's a pleb. As a matter of fact, he was a good man 11 days ago, and then 10 days ago he became... Yeah. Well, yeah, it's funny Ryudo says that. I do both. I sleep and write. That's how I deal with my struggles. And yep, we have to go upstairs. What do you got to say, my blue-haired friend? So yeah, it appears the people here are starving so much that it's even inhibiting their ability to work, which is definitely a problem that we are going to have to sort out. It's a JRPG, and we have to deal with a lot of these small contained stories in the build up to the main story, which I do love about RPG games. You go to a tower and there's always a little vignette that makes up the grander story. And the town is very miserable. I mean, I'd be miserable anyway looking at this town. Look how metal and like horrible looking it is anyway. I don't think the problem is a lack of food. I think it's a lack of style. And yep, there are apparently ruins very much underneath the town. And there we go. We've hit the bingo and we've worked out exactly what the problem is. So, turns out when Elena broke her seal in the Garmier Tower, it broke every seal, I think, is what happened. Which also, it gives us the impression of how long the time has passed. I know I said early on in the first episode, or the second one, that I didn't really understand the passage of time. But yeah, there's some instance here, but I don't remember how time works. So it's been 10 days now since the start of the game. So it's good to have that information. Oh god. You gotta love Ryudo. He's a dick, but he's our dick. But yeah, so our next objective is to venture into the ruins. Don't know why the text is delayed sometimes. I don't know if it's like meant to represent the character pausing before they speak, but it is interesting. I've not noticed it until now. Maybe it's because I'm a writer. We're a lot more susceptible to noticing these things. But yeah, anyway, let's get a move on. I think what I want to do is I want to save and end here, because not every episode can be action packed. And oh my god, he's back! He's back for round 2. You know, run. The smell of this place offends the earth. He must have been to England. Specifically Coventry. But yeah, so Marek very much suspects Memphis may be here. And now Marek has also joined the party. As you can see, he has more health than Ryudo. He is the tank in the game, so he's gonna be taking a lot more hits than everyone else. So it's sort of laid out like this. Ryudo's the damage dealer, you are the healer, you're the support, and you are the tank who takes all the hits, really. So the more we can get them to target Marek, the better. But let's go to the inn, because I'm going to call it there. And I'm going to close the game down, I think. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. And we'll catch you in the next one, which will involve the first major boss fight of the game. Because those first 2 bosses are very much tutorials, and the next boss is properly like the first proper boss. So we'll catch you all in the next one.